Hey everyone, welcome to the x86 guy. Now I created this Windows 95 virtual machine in 86 box about a month ago. I've been using it quite often just to mess around with things. Now if you remember from the last video, I had some problems with MIDI out in DOS, not in Windows but in DOS. So I'm not going to try to play it, but let's go to setup here. This is where I come in. This is where we've run into some issues here, is the sound. As you can see, the sound blaster works just fine, but the music, that's the sound blaster music. But as soon as I change that to general MIDI on 330, it doesn't say that it's not available. It just won't play. Now I'm going to show you how to fix that problem in 86 box if you run into that. So we're going to go here to the sounds. One solution is going into here and just changing out the sound code to something else that would have MIDI wavetable on board, like something like an R32 or R64. Some of the Crystal sound chips may have it. But I mean, there are a lot of emulated sound codes in this list that do have that ability. So that is an option there. But I kind of like the sound of the ESS audio drive ES1688 emulated sound code here. So I'm just going to leave it there. And I'm going to choose a different solution. And it's right here in MIDI out device. And I'm just going to go right here and select Roland MT-32 emulation. It's just an emulated MT-32. And we're just going to go right here up into the sound card, hit configure, and make sure that this receive input is checked. Okay? Make sure that those both are checked actually, and press OK. And that way we know that the MT-32 can communicate with the sound code and everything will be all good. And we're just going to press OK. And then we're just going to go ahead and boot into the Windows 95 virtual machine. Okay, here we are on the Windows 95 desktop. And we got a couple setup things that we have to do. We're going to go here to Programs and hit Settings right here. You got a control panel. And now we're just going to go here to Multimedia. Go to MIDI right here. And do MIDI for external MIDI port and hit Apply. And hit OK. And that should fix that. So we're just going to go right here to my audio rack right here. And listen to some of that canyon. Okay, so now we know that works. That sounds like the MT-32 with that reverb and everything. So we're going to go ahead and close out of this and this audio rack here. So now that we've got that closed out, we're going to go ahead and start up some DOS games here. And see what we have here. Now Duke 3D doesn't really play well, but we can go to the setup program and see if the problem is solved. And basically we're just going to go right here to test that music code. Oh, wait. Whoops, it might help if I go to choose music code and go down to general MIDI here and hit that and then hit chest. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, general MIDI is what we want. And hit test music code. Yeah, that certainly sounds good. Okay, so that was Doom. So to finish out this video, I'm going to go ahead and play a couple MIDI tracks from my audio rack here. I'm going to play Passport and another one, so you can hear what this MT-32 emulation sounds like, just playing MIDI tracks back. Okay, so that should give you a good idea of what it sounds like. Now, I do realize that this was reverb turned on. You can play around with the reverb on the MT-32 configuration inside the virtual machine. You can even turn it off. Now, this should give you a pretty good idea of what that MT-32 should sound like. I think it sounds pretty good for what it is. It doesn't sound bad. I've certainly heard a lot worse wavetable than that. So I kind of like it, and I think I'm going to leave it in place on this virtual machine for now. But I think I might actually swap out the sound card eventually, but I still want to play around with the audio drive. So we're going to keep this configuration for now. And that's about all I have for you today, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.